you like to drive around and talk about the latest happenings, this is the channel you need. So subscribe and follow Carmentary.
It's a pretty good flat white that I purchased at Cafe Cubanos in Niseko Hirafu. All right, welcome back. Another edition of Carmentary coming your way. Yay! Thanks for joining in. English edition. I believe in the last episode of Carmentary, I did sort of a, not a tutorial per se, but I gave some advice from my viewpoint as a creator, videographer, photographer. I talked about the difference between taking photos and making photos. And I thought it was important to use the word, I'm going to go make some photos rather than say I'm going to go take some photos. Just a small, difference in the language there, but I think it creates the mental attitude and the mental state that you need or should have when you're out there trying to capture some creative artworks or documentary or whatever it is you're doing. Okay, that was good. I actually got some nice comments on that one. And it was kind of something new. I don't really usually go into that, giving advice about photography and stuff like that. So, judging by the reaction, I thought, okay, we'll try another one. And we'll see how this goes. So today's theme is can't even get it out of my mouth. Input ratio versus output ratio. That's the theme I'm going to talk about today. And again, this is for, photographers, videographers, creators, YouTubers, whatever. I mean, it could be graphic design, it could be anything. I think any of those kind of creative pursuits where you're working to create something or a body of work or whatever it is, if that's what you do, I think this could work for you too. So I love both. The input to me is going out and making or taking photographs, video, whatever. The output is getting it out there into the world where other people can see it, react to it, enjoy it, hate it, whatever. Okay, so I think it's really important to have a good balance, and everybody's going to be a little different. Your input ratio and output ratio is going to be very different. Some people will go out and take thousands of photographs and really, boil all that down and work and create this like one or two amazing masterpieces. Maybe you use Photoshop and you layer your photos and you do all this crazy stuff and you end up with this really cool thing. So you've got thousands of photos down to one. So your input-output ratio is very different. Other people will go out and take, 10 photographs or shoot one video clip and they'll post it and they'll shoot another one and they'll post that. So, their ratio is like 1-to-1. Take one, output one. What is good and what is correct I don't think that matters. I think it's whatever your balance is. But I do think that a lot of people let their output ratio slack off. As in, you could be putting out a lot more stuff. And in this day and age, I don't know, if this is what you want to do as a job, or you want to have some kind of success in it, I think you need to keep your output ratio very high. Higher than you think. I've thought about this quite a bit, and looking at really successful creators out there, people who have, gone viral, become really big successes. There's a lot of work being put in behind the scenes, obviously, and a lot of those types have a really high output ratio. They just go for it. They just put it out there. So what is it that keeps us from putting our creations out into the world? Well, it's a lot of things. A big one, though, I think is, the worry about how people are going to react to something. So maybe you create videos, you want to have a YouTube channel, you want to be really successful, you keep thinking about it and talking about it, but, you put out like 2 videos a year. It's not going to happen. You got to get out there and you got to sort of sink or swim, And I think, for me, especially in the beginning, but even later on, who cares what other people think, first of all? It's more important to get your stuff out there. And that, to me, is what even this Carmentary is about. I sit here and I record these little talks, and when I hit the stop button at the end, I always go, maybe I shouldn't put that on YouTube. Maybe I didn't really say anything of interest. Maybe I didn't really get anything across. Maybe I didn't make my point. You have all these thoughts, these emotions, these kind of worries about what people are going to think. But I've sort of forced myself to record these in one take, no editing, and just slam it out there onto YouTube. Keep my output ratio high. And it works. I get better. They get better. The comments get better. More people are watching it. It's a slow upward climb. So I'm trying to follow through on what I preach. And I think this is it's an important next step. If you've got the concept in your mind to go out and make photos instead of just going out and taking them, the next thing is to go home, get on your computer where you're going to edit your photos, you're going to edit your videos or whatever. And now you have so many choices and so many outlets, so many platforms to present what it is that you create. There's no excuse. The only excuse is I don't have the time. But if you have the time to go out and make some photographs, you have the time to output something. There are ways to do that. There's something else you can cut out of your life that's wasting your time. So that's it. I think it's a big, big key step, and it's something that, I have to keep reminding even myself. Because there's always that self-doubt. There's always that worry. Maybe this video isn't good enough. Maybe I should edit it one more time. That's the thing with video. You can always go back and edit more. That's why we have deadlines. Even the greatest Hollywood directors and editors and producers, whatever, they've got someone at the studio telling them, it has to be done by this date. That's it. Because if you didn't have that, you would just keep on editing forever. Because it can always get better. But once you've decided that this is it, it's a finished product, I'm going to put it out, that's it. People just look at it and accept it for what it is. So don't worry about it. So whether your audience is large or small, I don't think that matters. I think the key is making sure that you don't just keep inputting. The input part is fun. You get to go outside or wherever it is you enjoy. You get to push the shutter button and feel like you're doing something. And it can be a lot harder to get back, get on your computer and finally go over that upper right corner and hit that export button, Export, upload. Those are the 2 keys. All right. I don't know. I hope that's maybe inspired something. Please think about that a little bit. Send me some comments as always. I read them all and enjoy. Lots of good stuff coming in these days. And I'll see you back for the next episode of Carmentary. Next time I get in my car and go somewhere, which is probably going to be tomorrow. Yeah, a lot of driving. Drive safe, everybody. And yeah, if you are outputting something somewhere and you want to let me know about it, please send a link with your comment and I'll check it out. Drive safe.
If you like to drive around and talk about the latest happenings, this is the channel you need. So subscribe and follow Carmentary.